Alright people, we're live. This is Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. This is gonna be part 5, if I'm not mistaken. Or did I count wrong? Yeah, it's part 5, and I think this might be the finale already. It seemed like I was getting really close to the end yesterday, but I do believe that there may be a bit of the game left, and there are some extra bonuses in the bonus puzzles in the bonus section of the game that I would still have to check out if I want to at least have done all the puzzles, or at least as much of the game as I could, anyway. So, we'll see how it goes. I know I didn't get all the... how do you say? All the hint coins and stuff like that, but well, I'm not too bothered by that. Alright, here goes. The masked gentleman reveals himself as Randall, the friend Layton thought he lost 18 years ago. So that does kind of tell you how old Layton is in this game then. If he was a teenager, as they said, back then, and he is only 18 years older, it can't be... I guess he can't be older than 35 or thereabouts. Something like that, anyway. Randall explains his desire to take revenge on Henry and raises the curtain on his final act. Yeah, I was thinking I've only played 5 parts, but actually there were some parts where I played like more than 6 hours straight, so yeah, that would explain why. At least to some extent. Hold on, I don't want to put anything in front of the exhaust for the heat from the laptop. Alright, I don't want it to heat up and potentially dropping in performance. Randall's gone. Come, we must follow him. Master Randall, how could you think? This last miracle, I wonder what he's planning. Miss Montador, please allow me to accompany you. Thank you, Mordaunt. You must make Master Randall see the truth before he does something terrible. Quickly, let's go. Oh, this reminds me of a puzzle. Would be fun. Professor, what would you have me do? Stay calm and follow us. We must leave immediately. Of course. Well then, to leave, just touch the door icon on the top right of the map screen. Herschel, we need to go after Randall. Yes, we must hurry. Still find it hard to believe. Is it really Master Randall? Indeed it is. We must stop him before he acts again, or something terrible will happen. Yeah, about the item collection, by the way. Item collection. Layton Miracle Mask. Let me see again. I've already forgotten where I was at yesterday when I said I wanted to look for the missing ones. Okay, so this was the last one. Okay, the last 3 items, I already have them. Apparently at least 1 item. At least 1 item requires you to have completed the game first. Something to keep in mind for later. Okay, stealth balloon, Pep Star, Noon Glory, Teardrop Bud. Okay, there we go. Lador Mansion Garden. Next one. How do I get it? Ah, yeah, here. Oh, there's a cutscene. Okay. May not be allowed back into town just yet.
I'm so delighted you all could make it.
Randall, this is madness. Come down from there.
Take a final look around. Henry, you stole everything from me. I treated you like a brother, and this is my reward? Allow me to return the favor.
What?
The destruction of Montador shall be my final dark miracle!
Randall, no! What's this?
Sand. All that about destroying the town. He's trying to bury us in sand. Professor, we can't stay here.
Solving the puzzle will solve everything. Randall, stop this immediately! Why, Herschel? You reap what you sow, don't you? Watch closely, Henry. Watch as your precious city sinks into oblivion. All roads leading out of Montador have been blocked. Embrace the final miracle. You will all share the fate of your beloved city and return to dust. Ah, wait! It's pouring in so fast. There must be some escape route we can use, mustn't there? This town was built on an oasis and it lies in what is basically a big bowl. If there's no way up, there's no way out. Oh dear, Professor, what can we do? Let me go up to Randall, Professor. I can take him down. We must remain calm. Only clear minds will prevail here. We need to head towards the monument. Why? What's over there? I'll explain once we're there. Henry, Angela, come. Understood. We'll follow you to the monument. Maybe we can take the tram. Phew, the tram is still running. The stop closest to the monument is Tingley Town, I think. Very well, let's take the tram. I've been awake since 5 in the morning and I didn't sleep much last night. Excuse me, it's chaos here too. If we don't stop it soon, Montador will be buried in the sand. Under the sand. What are we going to do, Professor? Oi, Layton, what is the sandstorm? I can't see a thing. Inspector Grosky, it's the masked gentleman, isn't it? I should have known. Alright, he's got it coming this time. For the yard. Inspector, wait. Where? He's gone. Has Grosky gone off again? Hold on a sec. Ah, gosh darn it. Bear with me. Bear with me. Can I use my controller, or is it not gonna work again? I know. Okay, it's working this time. Ah, Chief Inspector Sheffield, I need your help. I saw someone dressed like the masked gentleman heading for the Gallery Plaza. Is that who I think it is? There's no time to explain. We are heading to the monument at once to stop this madness. Please ensure the townspeople are safe. Get everyone to the top floors of the tallest buildings. Alright, Layton, I'll see to the people's safety. Is Detective Bloom here? He said he was going to investigate the Reunion Inn. I haven't seen him since. Probably got scared and turned tail once the real trouble started. Don't you worry, we'll sort out the civilians. I'll be waiting in the Gallery Plaza afterwards. Professor, do you think Detective Bloom really ran away? We didn't see him at the Reunion Inn. Let's just press on to the monument. Added to the trunk, Sheffield steals himself. I did have 2 episodes to watch, so let's do that, I guess. Chief Inspector, I think we've just solved the mystery behind the petrification case. What's that you say? The perpetrator must have used a sturdy horse and cart to dump stone statues in the middle of the crowd. It's likely that the cart itself was hidden in plain view within the parade. What? But the eyewitness reports mention nothing of the sort. They wouldn't have, no. The masked gentleman hid the cart inside the giant clown balloon. If you'd permit me to investigate the scene of the crime, Chief Inspector, I guarantee we'll find the tracks. Alright, permission granted, but don't go out of gallivanting on your own. You report straight back, you hear? Sheffield's lacking something in mental capacity, but he's a brilliant motivator. This may prove problematic. But of more concern to me is the Professor. I have a feeling we won't be able to manipulate him as we did with the Chief and Groski. We must be delicate. In fact, I should probably bring this to the Commander's attention. Bloom, how's the situation? Commander, I have news to report. Go on, but make it quick. Herschel Layton has become involved in the investigation, presumably at the request of Mrs. Lodore. So he's finally turned up, Bro Nev. How should we deal with him, sir? Let him be. He and the skull are no threat to us. Even if they discover the city's secrets, it is of no consequence. Either way, the secrets will soon be ours. Do not concern yourself with them. Just focus on your mission. I'm relying on you, Blue. Understood. I will not fail you, Commander. Sand's flooding the city, Chief. If we stay here much longer, we'll be sleeping with the scorpions. Show some backbone, you cowards. Come wind or sand, we are people of the desert. You think one little sand slide is going to paralyze our great city? But sir, if you want to run, I won't stop you. But in my eyes, you will be a spineless lemon who never deserved a place in the force to begin with. We are the Montador police, the shield of the people. If we don't stand tall now, who is left to protect them? Chief, there's no way we can stop the sand flow this strong, but we can still lead the citizens and tourists to high ground. When the civilians are all safe, then you take to high ground and join them. Do you understand me? Yes, Chief, but what are you going to do? Me? I've got a mask-wearing hooligan to arrest. And one more thing, I want one of you to escort the lady from the Lodore Mansion to the plaza. The Lodore Mansion? Chief, you should know that Mrs. Lodore is already with. When your superior is talking, you wait until they're finished, Constable. You'll find an old lady in a wheelchair. She's been waiting for someone for a long time, and now they're back, though not exactly in the way we expected. That's actually not such a bad idea. I'm surprised he had a good idea for once. Hey RNG, there's a lot of echo. Yeah, I know why. It's because the microphone on my headset was disconnected. I was on camera with my mom on my laptop before, and so as to not have to wear the headset, I had unplugged my mic. But now it should be normal. I didn't realize I didn't plug it back in when I started streaming. Ah well. Just bring her to the plaza. She may turn out to be our trump card. Yeah, it should be better. Now, Scram, you heard me. Get out there. All right. We're here, Professor. Now what? Sand is getting higher. If we only had the Mask of Order, we could counteract the Mask of Chaos and stop this. Tell us where it is, Henry. What are you talking about, Angela? This is no time to play dumb. The city is being destroyed. Are you just going to let it happen? Give me the Mask of Order. I have no idea where it is. You of all people should know that. Angela, calm down, please. The Mask of Order is in a safe place. There's no need to worry. What? How do you know that? Professor, we're running out of time. The only thing that can save this town is a true miracle. Professor, what are you talking about? We will now solve the final puzzle of Akbadine. My theory is correct. We should be able to save the town. The puzzle of Akbadine? But what's that got to do with saving the town? The entrance to the ruins is nowhere near here, is it, Professor? Correct, but that's just the front door, the visitor's entrance, so to speak. I don't understand. I was quite surprised by that old map of Montador back at the Reunion Inn. When I explored the ruins of Akbadine 18 years ago, I made my way to the deepest chambers. But the treasure that I found there, though worth a great deal in gold, was of no great archaeological value. That treasure was really just another trap laid by the Azran to divert thieves from the true purpose of the ruins. Anyone satisfied with material riches would fail to look any further and never discover what's really hidden there. And what is that? Henry, you reached the bottom of the ruins as well. Do you remember the markings you saw there? How could I forget? They were like nothing I'd ever seen before, but I didn't know what they meant. Look at this. What is it? When the Reunion Inn was first built, this area was still an oasis in the desert, surrounded by ancient ruins. This map shows the lie of the land before the city of Montador was established. Using the oasis as the circle center, do you see how the ruins hint at the shape of the original structures? It's the same shape as those markings. But what does it mean, Professor? It means the ruins of Akbadine extend for miles underground and end up here, directly below Montador. And the heart of the ruins, the deepest chamber that remained hidden for eons, lies directly beneath us. Henry, based on what we read in the expedition journal in your office, I thought you must know. I never thought. That's amazing, Professor. If we solve the puzzle of Akbadine, I believe that the hidden chambers will be revealed as they once were. As they once were? However, in order to do this, we need both masks, the Mask of Chaos and the Mask of Order. I thought I might find you in the eye of the storm. What's going on, Layton? Where is all this sand coming from? I'm sorry, there's no time to explain, Dalston, but you should know the town is in grave danger. You can see that. Is the masked gentleman at it again? See what happens, Henry. See what happens when you try to sick the police on me for your own gain. Dalston, listen to me. Randall is the masked gentleman. Randall? Seriously? Have you finally lost it, or is all this sand clouding your brain? It's true, Dalston. Randall is alive. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, he's alive indeed. Randall, alive? But how? He's heading for the Gallery Plaza. We have to stop him. Henry, wait, I'm going with you. But it's just to save the town, got it? I'll settle matters with you later. Now, let's look for the way into the ruins. According to the map and the markings, it should be around here. Right, let's split up and find it as fast as we can. Alright. Checking the monument. Okay. I know if you click on it. Yeah, if you zoom, you get to see what was behind it before, but. What do they mean by monument? Oh, there was a hint coin there that I didn't find before. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Ah, this here, okay. Hey, over here, look, that's just a manhole cover. Oh wait, look at this pattern. Yes, open it up. Of course it's a puzzle. Of course it would be. I'm falling asleep. This is not helping. Pardon me. Each of these stone slabs has 2 arrows on it. To open the manhole, you must fill the board with slabs so that all 4 rows all 4 columns and both diagonals contain 1 of each direction of arrow. Some of the slabs are already firmly fixed in place, but you can freely rotate the rest. Are you up to the task? Ah. No, not like that. Hey, but I need an arrow up. Light it up. Light it up. But no. What did I do? Rudy, go to sleep, but I want to finish this game. I have to. I want to be able to start something fresh tomorrow. Okay, what next? No, that's down. Like this, perhaps? Okay, this one is missing an arrow pointing left. Ah, that won't be possible, I guess. Yeah. Okay, there's something here that's not right. There's something not right here. No. Ah! Damn it. Nah, that's not it either. I don't know how to get an arrow pointing left for this one here. Maybe like this. No. No, that can't be because I've already got an arrow pointing up here. Why is the screen going black like this? What's going on with my computer? Why is it doing that? I guess you guys can see it too, right? It just went black for a second. Well, there only seem to be two that can go here. These two. So either I've got a left arrow on the second row, or a right arrow. But I can't have both. No. No. Or at least I can't keep this one. Yeah, besides, it wouldn't have worked. Well, that seems to be correct now. Is it diagonals too? Ah, crap. Even the diagonals? But I think I'm onto something, though. Ah.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Now, let's see what's beneath that manhole. Alright, let's go. But what are you planning to do without the Mask of Chaos, Herschel? I have it right here. What? How? I found it at the Reunion Inn, of course. The true Mask of Chaos hidden in the archives, just as you had left it. I beg your pardon? Angela hid the mask, Professor? I'll explain later. We need to act fast if we are to save the town. But what are you planning to do? Yes, even if we have the Mask of Chaos, we still need the Mask of Order, don't we? Not to worry, Luke. I know exactly where that is. Come, Angela. I will need your help. Oh, they made a, like, short pre-rendered clip just for that camera pan down there. Okay. What is this? This is the final chamber of Agbadine, the one that Randall and I never found on our expedition. So it was here all along. And to solve this room's puzzle, we need both masks. Didn't you say you knew where to find the Mask of Order? Indeed, I will show you. This engraving is the same message that Randall deciphered on the stone tablet years ago. Only the bearers of chaos and order may reveal our legacy. It is always the two halves that make the whole. You see those pedestals over there? One mask must be placed on each one to trigger the mechanism. With that, we can unlock the secret of Agbadine and save Montador. Herschel, stop speaking in riddles. Where is the Mask of Order? You assume that Henry found the Mask of Order with the treasure and that he had been hiding it all along. Assumptions are dangerous things. Consider the message again. Is it always the two halves that make the whole? Two halves? No, surely not.
Wow.
When they are united, the bearers of chaos and order shall come. The Mask of Order has been right here all this time.
Damn, this music. So good. It was so simple all along. Now, Angela, I need you to help me solve the final puzzle of Akbadine and save Montador. Yes, Herschel, of course. I think this is supposed to be the final puzzle of the main chunk of the game. If the game does indeed have 150 puzzles, and 15 of them are in the bonus section, then that would be the last one, because then that would total 150 with those. 4 mysterious pillars have risen up. The ruins mechanism will activate when the arrows on each pillar point to the center. However, the pillars will only turn if Layton and Angela step on opposing buttons at the same time. When you have Layton press a button, Angela will press the one opposite. Also, keep in mind that they won't be able to press the same button twice in a row. Work together to save the city. Okay. Hold on, I'll go get something else to drink. Oops. Didn't realize I had some coffee left. Okay. Point to the center. Ah, okay, I see. Well, this one points to the center now. Well, there we go.
Now how about this?
Angela has her own animation
Yeah, not bad.
for this puzzle. You've solved the riddle at the heart of Akbadine, but will it be enough to save the city? Don't know. Where did I put my controller? Oh, okay.
What is happening?
Behold, Randall, the secret of the Ozra. I discovered it while you were busy seeking revenge. This ends here.
Ooh, Layton looked mean just there. Look at his eyes. Gee. Okay. The Mask of Order. The Mask of Order and the Mask of Chaos are in fact two halves of the same artifact, which can be separated at will. Far from counteracting each other, they gain power only when used together. The masks were never two separate entities, but one and the same. They belonged together from the start. You have solved all of the puzzles in this adventure. Congratulations. Now try your hand at Layton's challenges and the daily puzzles. Yeah, right. Epilogue. The City of Miracles. The City of Miracles. Go on, Professor. You should talk to Randall. Of course, I have much to say to him.
You can only interact with him. I have to talk to Randall and tell him the truth. After this point, you'll be unable to save your game. And are you ready to continue? Hold on a minute. Let me save then. But I guess I just did just before, but well. Well, could you seriously move if you wanted to? Yeah, okay, you can't anyway. So it's not like the game is still giving you much choice at the moment. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
What was that? What happened?
Amazing! Is everyone okay?
This is the true treasure of the Osram. The riddle we could not have solved 18 years ago, Randall. We were distracted by tales of fortune, while the most valuable archaeological find lay elsewhere all along.
You did it. You solved the puzzle of Akbadai. Spectacular. I must hand it to you, Herschel.
There is no puzzle without a solution. You taught me that, Randall.
Archaeology was nothing more than a passing fancy for you, and still you unearthed all of this. Incredible.
I had some help.
From my friends.
Your skill has magnified my own faults. Even in revenge, I am a failure.
Nonsense. The important thing is that you're with us now.
Master Randall. Stay away from me! You stole everything from me! Everything! That's not true.
You still don't see? Henry took nothing from you, Randall. You were used.
Used? What are you talking about?
Everything you were told in those letters was a lie.
What do you
Does
mean?
the story ever come to a resolution,
The police thought
actually?
there was someone behind the masked gentleman. They were right. Randall here was merely a puppet. There was someone behind the mask, pulling the strings all along.
It was Luke.
And that person is you! I wish I could say it's been a pleasure. Descolet.
Ah! He was a dude all along!
Well played, Layton. Well played.
Ah!
Descolet!
It's a trap!
Then where's Angela?
Ah, Angela actually exists. Okay, Descolet was just in disguise. Was that a character who was in Spectre's Call, aka The Last Spectre? Hold on a second. Who's this guy? But no. Ah. Herschel Bronev. Ah, yeah. He was in the previous game too, then. Wait a minute. Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva? What? Which game is that? Have I played this? Ah, it's the movie. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I have not seen that yet, actually. Okay. Ah, but he's in there too, then. Fair enough. Okay, well. Where is Angela?
I found Angela trapped in a room at the Reunion Inn.
Where is she now? Right here.
Everyone is cross-dressing in this game.
I asked her to wear a costume while we played Descolet's little game.
I see.
You pretended to be taken in by my Angela disguise until I helped you solve the riddle of Akbadai. You knew that you needed my help if you were to solve that final puzzle.
Very good, Descolet.
I knew I never should have used this has-been bumpkin.
I can't believe what I've done.
You're pitiful,
believe what I've
Ascot.
done.
I gave you back your life and you failed. And Layton, you must tell me. How did you know?
When I first arrived here, I spoke to the real
I
Angela.
feel like I've heard the voice. The way he said, "How did you know?" I feel like I heard that voice before somewhere. Let's see. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Let me think. Behind the voice actors, Layton Miracle Mask. 2012 video game. Yeah, this game is already 10 years old. Wow. It's been some time. Okay, it's John Rubinstein. Or Rubinstein, I don't know. Who else did he voice? Jafar, Tsubaki, and Jagan in Fire Emblem Heroes. Tsubaki, Yago, Nicole, and Kotaro in Fire Emblem Fates. In Resident Evil Revelations 2, he is Evgeny Rebich. What else did he voice? No, well, okay. He didn't voice anything that I know.
But I definitely sensed a great unease within her. Angela had suspected Randall of being the masked gentleman all along. That was why she wrote me the letter. She was hoping that I would get to Randall before the police did. She thought that if I confronted Randall, I might be able to get through to him.
Yes, go on.
Despite our history, Angela wasn't sure what I would do if I discovered that Randall was the masked gentleman. But the next time I saw her, there was something different about her demeanor. Her unease had disappeared. And from that moment, I began to suspect Angela.
Perhaps I was too eager.
You gave yourself away when you asked for the Mask of Order to solve the riddle of Akbadai.
When I heard of Henry's mask, I needed to find someone to play the masked gentleman. Randall obliged.
Randall obliged.
I had to convince Henry of the power of the Mask of Chaos with our dark miracles. If Henry believed that the Mask of Order could counteract the powers of the masked gentleman, well then, surely he would procure this mask rather than watch his dear city crumble. Yes?
But when he did not, you grew tired of waiting. You became Angela so that you could get closer to Henry. But Henry still wouldn't reveal the location of the Mask of Order. And he couldn't, because he never had the Mask of Order in the first place.
Bravo, Layton. But I'm afraid all of the deductive reasoning in the world won't change the fact that I've already won. You've actually done my work for me.
What do you mean?
This has been a pleasure. Many thanks, Layton. Until next time.
Okay, what was this one? Angela's suspicious behavior. At some point, Angela was replaced by Descolet in disguise. Taking over her identity almost seamlessly, he hoped to manipulate Henry into revealing the Mask of Order. Descolet was clever, but he failed to understand the real nature of Henry and Angela's relationship. Actually, yeah, it makes a ton of sense why she insisted that Henry reveals the location of the Mask of Order, because he never had it, and if she was the real Angela, she would have known that.
All that time, he was using me? I feel like such a fool.
Oh, Randall.
Randall.
Angela,
I can hardly believe it. I've been waiting so long for your return.
You're married now.
You never waited for me. You married Henry.
It's not...
Traitors! After everything I've done for you, Henry, you betray me like this? You stole my ideas and my research. And if that wasn't enough, you stole my love.
You couldn't be more wrong, Randall. Henry has been preparing for the day you would return home.
But he still married her, though.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Randall, you should know the truth about Montador.
We have something to tell you. Now, just leave me alone, all of you!
Randall, when you disappeared, we didn't know if you'd ever return. We were destroyed, all of us. Your parents took it especially hard, of course. Their businesses failed, and the Ascot house fell into disrepair. All that time, Henry risked his life as he searched for you down in those ruins. But to no avail. In a strange twist of fate, he found the Azran treasure you were searching for all those years ago. Henry supported your parents with his newfound wealth, but he could not truly replace what they had lost. So he did what he could. He worked hard to build Montador, and he cared for your parents as if they were his own.
You... Henry, is this true?
It is, Randall. Henry never stopped searching for you. He always believed that you would return someday. He spent a fortune sending search parties down into those awful ruins. He built the Reunion Inn so that they would have a base near the ruins.
The Reunion Inn?
I believe that was the first building established here in Montador. Out here, in the middle of nowhere, the Reunion Inn thrived. That was quite a miracle, if you ask me, but not one without a rational explanation behind it.
And what was that?
Henry announced several rewards for anyone who could find the man named Randall. These rewards were so large that word spread quickly, and the Reunion Inn became a popular haunt. From there, the town prospered. Hotels and shops cropped up everywhere. A thriving city bloomed here in the desert, and Montador became the city we know today.
I can't believe it.
One might say that Montador is built around the idea of your return, Randall.
My return?
And that is the true miracle behind the city of Montador.
I don't know what to say.
Randall, it appeared as if Henry had stolen your family and your fortune. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, he spent his entire life preserving all that was yours.
But Angela... Is that my...
Randall, my marriage to Henry wasn't real.
Ah. So that's what it was all along.
After I lost you, Randall,
I kind of felt that it was...
My parents kept pressing me to get married.
I kind of felt that it was kind of a dark thing. Sort of a way too adult thing. Oh, sorry, I love you, but I'm gonna marry this guy anyway. And the guy was still searching for his lost friend, despite the fact that he had married the woman anyway. It kind of felt wrong for a Layton game somehow. For the typical target audience of these games, I guess.
They wanted me to marry the richest man in town, Alphonse Dorston. I had given up so completely by that time that I probably would have agreed just so that they would leave me alone. But then Henry asked me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Will you wait for Master Randall with me? Henry always believed you would come back." He helped me believe too.
But then it kind of reduces to everything that the masked gentleman had been motivated to do, to take his revenge because he felt betrayed and all of that. Kind of completely stupid and pointless, because if he had just come back and talked to them instead of playing the masked guy or something, he would have found out and none of everything that he did had any sense in the end. That kind of weakens the punch of the thing, you know?
So we agreed to pretend to be married until the day you returned, Randall. Henry vowed that he would protect and preserve everything of yours.
Henry never took anything from you. He protected everything for you.
Can it be?
Mother!
Randall? Mother!
Mother 2, Mother 3.
Can it be? Randall! Oh, if it wasn't for Henry, I don't know what would have happened to me. He took such good care of me, Randall. I understand. Oh, Mother, I thought I'd never see you again.
Randall, I believe this is yours. This document is proof of ownership for all properties attributed to the Lador family. It reveals that the Lador family fortune is in fact fully owned by a third party.
Third party?
All of the land and money attributed to the Ladors is actually in the name of Randall Ascot.
How can this be?
Henry created a replica of the Mask of Chaos, but not to steal the glory that ought to have been yours. It was the symbol of Montador, a beacon that would draw your attention wherever you were. Henry assumed you would seek out someone claiming to have the Mask of Chaos when you came back. His assumption was correct. But when the masked gentleman appeared, it was clear the police would come asking questions. Angela acted fast. She knew that if the police investigated Henry's mask, they would discover it was a fake.
The police.
So she hid the mask and claimed it had been stolen in order to preserve the symbol of Montador's prosperity.
And also to keep Henry's beacon alive.
Randall, do you still feel that Henry has taken something from you?
What have I done? You weren't yourself. And now that you are, and back here with us, everything is going to be okay. Henry.
This was the true miracle all along.
Okay. Well, that's it. Yeah, you've got all the mysteries solved now. The Miracle of Montador. Some 18 years ago, Henry offered a hefty reward for Randall's return, attracting entrepreneurs and fortune seekers from all parts to the Reunion Inn. Many stayed and set up businesses, and the little settlement grew into a full-blown city. Thus, it could be said, that Montador was built upon Henry's devotion to his friend. It seems that Montador owes its whole existence to the prize money Henry offered to find Randall. Henry's devotion to maintaining and expanding his estate in Montador lay in his desire to have everything perfect for Randall's eventual return. Henry truly believed that Randall would return and wanted nothing more than to safeguard everything that he cared for.
What's
going on?
Aftershock!
Kroski! No, not again.
I'm sorry, Herschel. I let you down.
I can't pull you up! No, give me your other hand!
Gee,
You
not
can let me
again.
go now, Herschel.
Randall, you must just give me your other hand, Randall!
Is nobody gonna help Herschel?
can't. I've betrayed so many people. I'll never forgive myself. I don't deserve to live. Let me go.
Randall, I can't!
Henry! Master Randall, after all these years, there's no way I'm letting you get away from us that easily.
Finally, someone is lending some help. About time.
I'm so ashamed of what I've done. And I don't deserve your kindness or your forgiveness. But why? Why would you do all this for me? Master Randall, do you really not know? You've always looked out for me.
That's young Master Randall's toy, not yours. You remember your place. Give that back this instant. Honestly, Henry, I don't know what you're thinking. Is this how you were taught? Are you some sort of common thief? I have half a mind to report you to the Master.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to play with it.
Oh, hello. Sorry to disturb you, young Master Randall.
Why did you take Henry's toy?
Young Master Randall.
Young Master Randall, I think you're mistaken. This is yours.
Not anymore.
No, this is the robot that I gave to Henry. Now then, if you'll excuse us, I have half a mind to report you to the Master.
He throws her out.
Oh, all right, I'm going.
No. Master Randall, can you please forgive me for playing with your toy? Henry, it's yours now. But it's your favorite. Well, now it's your favorite. How many toys does one boy need, anyway? Come on, we're going on an adventure today. Thank you, Master Randall. I promise to take care of it and always treasure it. Oh. Let's find some more treasure. What do you say?
You taught me something invaluable
That's what kids
that
do
day,
for fun.
Master Randall.
They go out hunting for
And
treasure
gave me
with a
something
shovel.
to treasure.
Who does that?
You treated me not just as an equal, Randall, but also as a brother. And that has always meant more to me than any amount of riches ever could. As the years went by, it became clear to me that our friendship was my most valuable treasure. I'm speechless. There's nothing more to say, Master Randall. We all knew you would return. We just didn't think you'd take so long. Henry. I'm so sorry. No more apologies. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Henry. Angela. I'm home.
This was a picture-perfect ending. Everything seems to have turned out for the best.
Agreed.
But I still have lots of questions about the Azran civilization, Professor. I mean,
At
how were they
Layton
able to
Mobile.
build all those structures that were below Montador?
Indeed. I was wondering that myself. The Azran were much more advanced than I'd suspected.
Who were the Azran?
All
But
will be
Professor,
revealed.
Henry turns out to be an
And
amazing
Layton-
person.
Professor
He waited
Layton
so long for
and
his
the
friend to
Azran
return
legacy
home,
or something.
And everything he built was for Randall.
I did
It
order
was
the
all
Cat
quite
Triel game on
miraculous.
Switch.
The
Now,
greatest achievement is often
Azran Legacy on
the one
3DS
that
is
the
kind of
most
hard to come
selfless.
by though
What
these
other
days,
city can
for a
claim that
decent
it was
price
built on a
anyway. Unless you
foundation
want to
of
pay
loyalty
more
and
than
friendship?
None that I know
full
of.
price on the
Quite
day that it
fitting.
released anyway.
It truly is the city of miracles.
And if I was Alright. The end. Right. Ah, post-credit.
So then it has come to pass, and we shall see if the Azran were worth my trouble. I have sacrificed everything for this moment. Master, you've done it. Behold, the infinite vault of Akbardine.
What the flippin' heck is this?
It's quite beautiful, wouldn't you say? Huh?
The heck?
Hold your ground.
Trespassers, this site is now controlled by Targent, and we can't have you two blabbing about what you've seen.
Do we go quietly? These cowards are not in charge here. You are not recognized as any type of authority. And you disgust me with your demented worldview. I will not let you steal that which I have earned. You cannot do this. You have no right.
Au contraire, my boy. Actually, I have every right. Now, let's just have a look. He's of no concern. Forget him. Secure the last of the Azran ruins. Years of work. Well worth it. Well worth it. Mist Hallery's Garden of Healing. Ambrosia, the City of Harmony. And now, the Infinite Vault of Akbardine.
Ambrosia, is that something
we
from
finally
another
have
game,
all three
or?
of the great legacies. And when
I
I'm
call
finished,
this?
the power of the Azran civilization shall be ours.
To be continued. Of course it would be. Here. Hold on. Did you enjoy Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask? You solved all 135 puzzles in the story mode of this game. Congratulations. That is no small feat. You must have a brain to rival that of Professor Layton himself. Well, considering some of the puzzles, I just kept choosing solutions without really thinking too much about it. There is still more to see in Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. For more fun, try a daily puzzle or one of Layton's challenges in the bonus section. Enjoy the rest of what's on offer. Well, I will certainly be playing those that I have already unlocked in the challenge section. Okay, there are new episodes that I want to watch. Since you've come to the end of the story, you may now save your game. When you continue this game, you will resume play right after saving Montador. From there, you can wander around freely collecting items and solving puzzles you might have missed. Okay, what was the next collection item that I didn't have? The story so far. With Montador saved, Layton and Henry now stand reunited with Randall after 18 years. I'm free to move now, okay. Items, collection. Teardrop Bud, Grandiose Diorama, I think it's this one. I know, Desert Footprint, this one. Okay, so... Noon Glory, Ladora Mansion Garden, okay. Paragon Day, my friends. Today it is I who seeks you. Oh, I am gladdened to find you safe from the sand. Thank you, it's good to see you safe as well, Aldous. Oh, capital, gentlemen. Your concern for my well-being is lovingly appreciated. The only damage was sand in my mustache. I feared the sand would quickly swallow our precious town up, but no, it rose like a blooming flower and disaster was averted. Now tell me, my friends, what is this if not a true miracle? You can say that again. Oh, rats, I didn't take any pictures. Should I pose for the young lady? The ordinary man, survivor of calamities, witness to miraculous happenings. Alas, no, I forget my purpose here. There is one last tidbit of information I must give you. What is it, Aldous? Now, are you giving me your full attention? Touch the writing desk in your hotel room and you will be transported to Stansbury of the Past, a trip down memory lane. And to return, merely touch the desk in young Herschel's room. It's in case you missed something, but I've already done all the puzzles and collected, I think, at least everything that we could back there. There may be hint coins left, but I don't care too much about getting all of them, so... As long as I played through the story and I can cross that game off my backlog, I'm happy. I see, so we can go back and check for anything we might have left undone. Precisely, my friend. Blah, 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 blah. So long, my friends, until we meet again. Let's try that when we get back to the Camel's Hump. It's in here. Must visit Henry's study again. But I think I did. Tap the greenhouse on the right. It can only be found in the daytime. Oh no, don't tell me I can't get it anymore. Oh no. Are you kidding me? So it can be missed? Tap the greenhouse on the right. Notice it can only be found in the daytime, they say. But I'm stuck though, it will never be daytime again. Aww. Damn. Fuck. Well, I'll collect the rest. What I can then. One ring circus. Hold on. Where was the circus again? The next one, on the other hand, can only be found at night time. Is that the one? The bush at the base of the two palm trees. Ah, okay. Here we go. Stealth Balloon, Carnival Arcade. Maybe that's the one? I don't think it's here. I'm not sure it's supposed to be here. Is it here? Tap the left side bush inside a greenery box in front of the light-up window of the right shop. Here? Ah, yeah. Okay, I didn't have this one. Let's see. Right Desert Hoofprint, I already had it. Dalston Parlor, after finishing the game, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but I missed one, and I probably won't be able to get all of them now. Tap the door at the bottom of the bookshelf in the left side of the room. No, I'm not in the study. A bookshelf on the left side of the room? What are they talking about? Enter the Dalston Parlor. Tap the door at the bottom of the bookshelf in the left side of the room. There are no bookshelves on the left side of the room. Ah, Dalston, not Lador. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, that's my mistake. No, not that way. Ah, yeah, okay. Grandiose diorama. But I've still got one missing, though. Let's see. It was Noon Glory. Can I get Noon Glory in Miracle Mask after the game is over? Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, yeah, well, look, there's nothing I can do, it seems. Let's check the episodes, and that'll be it, I guess. It sucks that you can't really complete this game 100% unless you follow a guide. Let me get this straight. Before last night's incident, the masked gentleman sent you a warning letter, correct? Do you have any idea who might have wanted to steal the Mask of Chaos? None whatsoever. I see. We must ask you to hand over that warning letter as evidence. We'll pursue the investigation of this so-called miracle. Thank you. Don't you worry, Mr. Lador. We'll apprehend the villain. The honor of the Montador police force depends upon it. Henry, have the police finished asking questions? Yes, I think we may be the only ones to have received a warning letter from the masked gentleman. The police wanted to know if I had any idea who might be after the Mask of Chaos. Who indeed? Henry, what do you... Excuse me, Angela, I must go out and assess the damage done to the town. We will need to mobilize the repair teams. Everything must be perfect for Master Randall's return. Yes, alright. To be careful, Henry. Phew, could the masked gentleman really be him? But no, surely not. But then, if that's the case, then he... Angela, is that you? Oh, yes, Mrs. Ascot, it's me. You look troubled, dear. Is anything the matter? You can tell me, you know. It might help to talk about it. I think I know who the masked gentleman is. I don't have any proof, but I can't stop thinking about it. What will happen to him if he gets caught? You mean the ruffian who stole your mask? The one who's parading around town with it? Yes, but the point is, he didn't actually steal the mask. Please don't tell Henry, but the person who took the mask from his study was me. I hid it. You what? You hid the mask? Henry doesn't suspect. He still thinks the masked gentleman, it was a masked gentleman who took it, just like everyone else. That's how it has to be. If the mask were still hanging in Henry's study, then how could the masked gentleman have it? The police would ask all sorts of questions and the truth would come out that Henry's mask is a fake. So I decided to hide the fake mask and pretend that it was stolen by the masked gentleman. I see. But Angela, if the police catch the masked gentleman, the truth about the fake mask will come out anyway, you know? How long are you going to be able to hide the truth from both Henry and the police? It's hopeless, I know. I shall have to ask for help. I thought I might write to Herschel. He could probably catch the masked gentleman before the police do. Yes, it's the only way. Excuse me, Lady Ascot, I have a letter to write. Oh dear, Angela, do you really think it's him? Excuse me, I need to use the restroom. I can't wait anymore. Okay. Betrayed by his own friend, his hometown and desolate landscape, Randall vows for revenge, while a caped figure deceptively urges him on. Henry, I'll never forgive you for what you did. I'm going to take it back. Take back everything you stole from me. Our friends have been given their warnings. Did you have any new miracles in mind? Let's see, I have a plan for how we could turn humans to stone. Human petrification, you say? Ha ha ha. An entertaining concept. I'll cause a stir at the parade. As the rumors spread, the people will trickle out of Montador slowly but surely. When we acquire the Mask of Order, your revenge will finally be complete. Yes, the Mask of Order will grant the wish that you have held for many long years. The Mask of Chaos and the Mask of Order are a pair, you said. Why would you go so far out of your way just to help me? When I visited Stansbury to seek the riddle of Norwell, the village was practically deserted. I heard the story of the young heir who lost... Young heir? Yeah, I think you pronounce it that way, right? You don't emphasize the H, do you? Who lost his life adventuring and the butler who took advantage of his demise. I want to know, otherwise it's gonna keep bugging me. No emphasis on the H. Otherwise it would sound too close to hair, I guess. Your hair, you know? Hey, why is the game slowing down like this all of a sudden? Who would not be moved by such a tale of hope and compassion, of sorrow and betrayal? You witnessed it yourself, the Ascot heritage destroyed and your hometown abandoned. Damn it, why does it have to slow down like this? There is no reason. Henry, how could you? When I found out you had fallen into an underground canal and survived, my conscience compelled me to act. I swore that I would help you complete your revenge. How dare you, Henry? You took Angela for yourself and ruined my family, blah 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 blah. What a gullible oaf to fall for that twaddle. He hasn't even noticed that I've switched the masks. I want only the Mask of Order now. Once I have that, I shall have no more need of this desperate fool. Until then, I do hope you'll keep the police busy and their eyes off me. Yes, you, Randall, are my mask. An unusual proposal. What did you say? Will you wait for Master Randall with me? Wherever he is, I know he'll come looking for us one day. I intend to go and live at the Reunion Inn to wait for his return. The Mask of Chaos will be my sign to him. Henry, Randall isn't coming back. He's dead. No, I'm certain Master Randall will come back to us one day, and I think he will be sad if you are not there to greet him, Miss Angela. I apologize for my indiscretion, but I've heard that your parents wish to arrange your marriage to Mr. Dalston. I have all the wealth from the Agbadine treasure. If you came to Montador, I could provide for you, as well as Mr. and Mrs. Ascot. Of course, if you have resolved to marry Mr. Dalston, I cannot stand in your way. Alphonse isn't such a bad type. It's better than, well, what do you expect me to say? We searched for so long and not a single trace was found of Randall. Exactly, no trace of him was found, which means he didn't die in there, Miss Angela. You may think me naive, but this simple fact changes everything for me. Master Randall is alive somewhere. You really believe that, don't you, Henry? But why cling to such slim hope? I owe a debt to Master Randall, one I can never repay. Just as he came to my rescue in my time of need, I intend to do all I can for him in his absence. If you feel the same, Miss Angela, perhaps you will consider coming to Montador to wait for his return. Alright, Henry. You've convinced me. You've given me hope that Randall will come back one day. Truly, then I am glad. Until Master Randall's return, you can rely on me to protect and care for you. Thank you, Henry. Then we shall keep each other company until that day. Beneath the hat. The professor divulges a little-known fact about his hat and the hairstyle he wore in his youth. Oh, interesting. It never occurred to me that you used to be young too, Professor. Haha, it may be hard to imagine, but you must remember that every adult was once a child, Luke. Angela showed me a picture of you. Imagine my surprise when I saw you without your hat. Yes, I only acquired my hat after I moved to London, you see. Professor, underneath your hat, do you still have an afro? Oh no, I would never be able to put my hat on over it. I keep my hair neatly in check nowadays. That makes sense, but Professor, it sounds as if you were quite a rebel back in your day. Oh, I suppose I was, to an extent. I had my fair share of escapades, being young and curious. You know, I never showed it, but I really did get excited about going on expeditions with Randall. You could have used your afro to store supplies. Gosh, do you hide things under your hat now? As convenient as it may seem, my hat is not a means of storage, Luke. Oh. I work hard to get the knots out of my hair in the mornings. It must have been a nightmare for you, Professor. And it always goes wavy, no matter how hard you try to straighten it, right? I think you're getting the wrong end of the stick, Emmy. In those days, my hair was permed. Really? Afros were the height of fashion. Ah, the quirks of youth. Or should I say kinks? If you say so, Professor. Okay. That's your Layton trivia of the day. But I guess that's it then. Hold on a second. There, the rabbit show. I don't feel like doing it, really. It does seem like a pain. It's too wordy. Alright, let's go back to the title screen. And we'll do the puzzles that I already have unlocked in the bonus section. Yeah, I think this section... Yeah, that's the one for completing the rabbit thing. And I think if you unlock this one and complete all of the others, you unlock the last one, the last 3 puzzles. A pattern of tiles. Would you care to have a go at this puzzle? Pattern of tiles. 3 colors of small tiles were put up on a wall to make a fancy mosaic mural. You'd like to make something similar, but you only have large tiles that are 2 by 2 squares each. Can you make the same design as on the mural using the large tiles you have? You may overlap them as much as you want. Ah, it's another one of these. Hold on. It's gonna be tough. Or maybe not, after all. There we go, I think. Wait. Ah! I'm already out of these tiles! How many did I have to start with? Only 4. Ah, okay. Alright, I guess. Alright, I guess. Green, red, green. Red, green, red. That must be it, right? I think. Yeah, right. Excellent.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
That's right. You did a great job of recreating this snazzy mosaic. Expertly solved, I must say. Cursed case 2. 137, cursed case. Oh no, you stumbled across a cursed case. It's up to you to get... Yeah, we know the drill, right? We've done that before. Well, these tend to be try until you succeed kind of thing. Keep throwing things at the wall until something sticks. Sort of. No, that's not it. This one. That doesn't seem to be correct. Because yeah, I managed to fill the thing on the right, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I can fit all the rest on the left. And having the pegs go into the holes. Yeah, in fact, I think you can't even use these pieces to complete the puzzle. I don't see how you would arrange them anyway. Let's see then. Need to find another way. then again... No, not really. No, you wouldn't be able to do it. I need to start over. Undo what I did on the right. What I put together. Yeah, but don't try to start doing the exact same thing, though. That wouldn't work. Oh man, so annoying. How about like this? Nah, that's not gonna work. Well, then again, you know. Unless like that. It could work! No. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Maybe a hint? Having trouble fitting shapes, holes, and studs together nicely. Of all the cursed cases that are rumored to exist, this has got to be one of the nastier ones. You can't just move blocks as they are. You have to rotate them too if you want to fit them all into the case. Duh. No, you think? Let's get started then. See the block that's shaped like a letter T that goes in the top right corner of the right half of the case. Okay, well, I don't need to know anymore. Unless perhaps it says which way it has to be rotated. You don't need to rotate it, mine. It'll retain the perfect T. Okay. Right, it doesn't say if it goes there or there, I guess. Top right corner of the right half of the case. Okay, well, like that. I'll try to fit everything else around it then. Let's see. But I don't see how I could fit the rest, though. If I tried to fit in these. This one, perhaps. How about this? No, not like that. Like that. I guess. No. There has to be a peg here. If this is the correct layout for the right side of the case, then I don't know how I'm gonna fit the rest around them. Yeah, hold on, because it might not necessarily be how these things are supposed to go together. I guess this is a solution, but whether or not it will be the right one, I'm not so sure. No. This big one is kind of hard to fit in such a way that it would combine with something else. Okay, I guess like that it would fit, but can I fit the rest around it though? That's another problem entirely. Yeah, how can I fit all these L shapes around this one thing? Nah, it's not working. I'm probably gonna need another hint if I don't want to be at this puzzle all night. Can you see an L-shaped block that has 2 holes and 1 stud? L-shaped block, 2 holes and 1 stud. Yeah, this one? What about it? What of it? No, I don't want the super hint. Let me just reread the one that yeah. Now look for another block that's exactly the same shape but only has a stud. These 2 L-shaped blocks can be put together to form a rectangle which will fit into the bottom of the right-hand side of the case. You'll have to decide which way around to put them by looking at the position of the studs and holes. Okay. Rotate, please. There we go. Like this? Is that what they meant? Okay, that's not gonna work. And I can't put it that way either. It's really annoying. No. Unless this big L shape goes into the other part of the box, but like this perhaps. Rotate. Alright. How about that? It fits, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, yeah. Alright.
Don't keep me in
I needed the hints, though. Admittedly, I couldn't solve it by myself.
There is no puzzle without a solution.
Well done, you've saved the day. You're probably wondering what kind of terrible things would have been unleashed if you'd left the case alone, though. Brilliant, I can't fault you on this one. See if you can manage this puzzle. It's another one of these. Well, I haven't been doing too bad on these before, so... No. No. Okay. That was not good. I think I may want to start like this. And then... Alright. Let's see... that's not gonna work. Yep. For the red one on the right, I think I have to do this, otherwise it has nothing to stand on. I think that was a mistake. I know that's not gonna work because the yellow one. How would you go about moving the yellow one then? No! I want to keep enough blocks in the middle, but that's hard. No! I always come to the same result. This already seems to not be correct. But why can't I hit this one? Ah, it's wrong. I want to leave only one on the left, but the game is not really helping me achieve that, I guess. I can't hit if there's more than one. What is that? No. That's incorrect. Okay, a hint then. Begin with the leftmost column and hit the second and third blocks down. That should get you started. Second from what? From the bottom? No! My mistake. Wish you could undo the last move. Next, hit the very bottom row of blocks from the left. Okay? That's impossible. I can't even move the red one to the right anymore. I really don't see what they mean. Can't you get rid of these pillars? Ah, but what have I done? Blindly? I've just done something. What is it? Okay. Doesn't that make things look a bit easier? No. It doesn't. The red one is blocked, so I can't do anything anymore. How is that making things easier? Restart. Read the hints again. Leftmost column, hit the second and third blocks down. Second and third from where? The bottom or the top? It doesn't say. It should get you started. Next, hit the very bottom row of blocks from the left. Begin with the leftmost column, then hit the second and third blocks down. Yeah? That's what they said, yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna work because then I can't hit the row with the red one. Continuing from hint 2, hit the sad-looking blue totem head to the right. How's it looking now? No, it's not working. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I take it back.
Puzzles are made to be solved.
If the totem state is happy even after such an elaborate prank, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, these I've completed. That leaves 6 puzzles then. I wonder what this puzzle has in store for us. Yeah, well, I'll use the restroom again. Okay, excuse me. Okay, yeah, he won't stop here, though. Hold on, then. I'd rather not sacrifice any penguins, but this certainly isn't easy. I thought I was onto something when I started like this. I don't see what that will do to help. Okay, they really did make this one hard. The others, I could usually find the solution pretty quickly, but this one, I don't even know how to get started. Right. Undo, perhaps. No, restart. Like this, like this. No, I already tried that. I'm probably gonna need hints for all of these. This time around, you'll have to move 3 penguins, including the Emperor, to succeed. The first penguin is on the far left, 3rd square from the top. Have a think about where you'll need to move it. Well, nah, that can't be it. Here's how to move the penguin mentioned in hit 2. Slide it right, down, left, and then up. What? I thought it was the one on the right. Ah, the far left. Right, down, left, and up. Be careful, what? Not to slide another penguin by accident in the process, okay? How do you do this? Okay, I could see how this could help. Bam, bam. Hold on. Like this? Like this? Okay, I got it.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Yeah, being steered in the right direction right from the start
There is
really
no
helped.
puzzle without a solution.
6 moves, I don't know. Maybe that's what I did. I didn't really count. Nah, I think I used more than 6 moves. Pawn portions. See if you can defeat this puzzle. Ah, yeah. No, it's another one of these. I don't like these. You know how I am. You know I don't like these. It's a nightmare. Okay. You probably have to split it down the middle like this. Right. Nah. What I did there doesn't work. How about this? No. Doesn't have the same amount of pawns. But I'd say it's probably gonna have to be split here because the 2 bottom halves here seem to already have the exact same amount of pawns. It might not mean anything, but that kind of makes me want to not change anything there. How about this? Nah, it doesn't have the same amount of each. Well, besides, I need 4 of each, right? 4 white pawns and 4 black pawns. Yeah, okay. So that means that each has to be 9 in its surface, but have 8 pawns in each. So I guess the empty spots kind of tell you to which section each belongs. Although the fact that there's one lower than the other here might be trying to put you off or something. Nah, this is not working. Maybe not necessarily. Hold on. I know it's missing 1 pawn. 1 black one on the bottom left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it would work otherwise. Yeah, but then the portions would not be correct if I did it that way. Nah, not a chance. Not a chance. Have I tried like that already? Nah, it doesn't work. It may be a little daunting to see the board covered in so many pawns, but don't be discouraged. First, try to divide the board in two, making sure there is an equal number of black and white pawns on either side. It's difficult to get a good grasp of the pawn distribution at first glance, so you could try counting them. A clean cut down the middle leaves you with 8 black pawns on white pawns on either side. Give it a go. I did. Now consider how split the two halves you've made with... How to split the two halves you've made with the vertical line. It may help you to know that the pawns in A6, B6, and C6 should all lie within the same section. A6, B6, and C6. Well, thanks, Sherlock. Nah, no, it can't work. Hold on. Unless... But I think I already tried that way. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Jeez, what's this? One, two, three, four, 5 blacks there. No, it's not gonna work. If these 3 have to be included on this side, then I suppose these 3 have to be included on that side too. See if I can come up with a shape that works for this side as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How does that look? Nah, it's too much. No. Hold on. Hints. In the bottom left section, you'll need the 3 pawns on the bottom row mentioned in hint 3 and the pawns in C2, C3, and C5. Draw lines so as to include all of those. You now just had 2 more black pawns and you're set. Hold on a second. C2, C3, and C5, they said. Like this. For a moment there I thought you froze in time, yet the subscribers were still scrolling. Nah, I'm still alive. I'm not dead yet. What, like this? Is that correct? No, it's not. It works on the left, but not on the right. Hold on. Like this. How would that look? No, that doesn't work either. I've got 1 white pawn too many, unless no. I think this is actually correct. Don't think too hard. I kinda have to. I think it is correct now. It took all the hints though, almost. Was it 3 or 4 hints that I took?
There is no puzzle without a solution.
You did a splendid job of dividing up the board. Yeah, right. Fix the fossil, ×2. These are particularly tough, or maybe it's just fatigue, I don't know. Or the fact that I just had a beer, I guess. That might have something to do with it too. Here's a fossil that's been broken up into bits. It had been fully reconstructed, but sadly it was broken in an accident. Yeah, well, yeah, we've already done this before, haven't we? Let's see. How many tiles? It has to be... To move lines of 5 pieces. Okay, 5 pieces. No. Well, that's not working. Nah, it's still... Yeah, it's still not correct. No. No, not like that. Yeah, no. There are still some parts that are not in the right spot. I can't even... If I knew what the final result is supposed to look like, that would be convenient, but I guess no. Getting back on the track after making a mistake will be quite hard in this puzzle. Make good use of undo. You'll want to start off by moving a column up. Continuing from hint 1, move a row from the right to the left. Maybe it's not this one. Continuing from hint 2, move 1 column down. Next, move 1 row left. Let's see. So, move a column up. Move a row from the right to the left. Move 1 column down and 1 row to the left. Column up, row left. Column down, row left. Well, that's not it. Column down, row left. Column up, row left. It's even worse. Here's a more specific explanation. Move the second column from the right, 1 row upwards. This one, yeah. And then move the third row from the bottom, 1 column left. Move the middle column, run 1 row downward. Yeah. Move the third row from the top, 1 column left. Wait, what? I can't do this with only 1 more move. Move the second column from the right, 1 row upwards. Yeah, there you go. Move the third row from the bottom, 1 column left, like this. Move the middle column 1 row downward. Move the third row from the top, 1 column left. 1, 2, 3. They say there's only 1 move left, but how can you get everything back on track with just 1 move then? Nah, it's not possible. Their hint is wrong. Okay, well, I'm gonna look up the answer then. I can't stay on this puzzle forever. Restart. Fix the fossil 2. Slide the 6th column up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, 6 from the left, yeah, like this. Slide the 5th row left 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Slide the 4th column down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, this one. I'm getting to the same result. Slide the 3rd row left 1. Ah, okay.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
Okay, 3 puzzles left. Merry-go tiles. Okay, hold on. $145. Okay, let's see. Oh, these are usually not that hard. No, that can't be. I don't even see how that's possible, to be honest. Ah, no, you can rearrange the tiles in this case. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, is there any distinctive feature that I can use? Right, okay. Maybe like this. And like this. Or maybe like this. Nah, that's not gonna work. Is there any kind of combination that you can only realistically do once, so that I can start from there? I don't know. Well, I've only got 3 brown butts, from what I can tell, and 4 heads. So that means that there's at least 1 brown horse that's gonna be on the edge of the puzzle. Or maybe all of them are on the edge of the puzzle, I don't know. I'm getting tired, really. My brain just can't think anymore. Right. Just because it seems to fit now doesn't necessarily mean that things will stay that way. Yeah, because now I'm stuck. I can't really move things around anymore without breaking things. How about like this? Unless like this. Okay, I need a hint. Okay, well, I seem to be on the right track. I need a pink butt. Is this correct? Yeah, it is. On multiple levels even. Okay, yeah, there's one that is not correct. This one isn't. It should be that way. Or not. Ah, gosh darn. No. Ah, okay, yeah, this was incorrect. No, this one goes here. Isn't that correct? I think it is.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. A fine puzzle for a gentleman.
My brain is completely burned. I can't think anymore. I'm KO. Tilt to traverse. I think I know what this is gonna be. Yeah, it's another one of these. I struggled a lot on the last one. I don't know if I can do this one. One day a girl went off exploring an abandoned canal system with her friend, blah 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 blah. Tilt your Nintendo 3DS system. Yeah, we know. We know the drill. Okay. I think I may have to cross already. But no, I think I found it. Oh, without even looking up a hint or anything.
Don't keep me in suspense.
I may just have been a bit lucky.
There is no puzzle without a solution.
Hooray, she made it back to her friend safely, but really, it's not a good idea for them to be exploring such a dangerous place. That rings a bell, too. I wonder how well you'll do with this puzzle. Ah, yeah, I remember this. Well, there's only a limited amount of possibilities, I guess, here, so... No. What's this one do? I guess this one is for the lowest black cap. Okay. I really do have to set all 5. Okay. Okay, that was too bad indeed. How about like this? Okay, number 5 cannot reach the bell. And neither can this one, I think. Oh, there we go.
Just a dash of puzzle
A bit of luck,
here.
once again. That can help.
That was a challenge.
Okay, well,
to
that
be
will
sure.
be all for Professor Layton and Miracle Mask. Thank you for watching. I'm done with the time that I have left until I go to bed, because I don't want to get up too late tomorrow. I will see if I can get Ever Oasis for the 3DS to run on this computer, and if it does run, then this is the next game that I'll play. I already made an overlay for it, but I haven't really tried to see if the game will run well. It's a 30 FPS game. It's kind of simplistic 3D graphics, so I'm not expecting it to struggle too much, but I'd still like to make sure, because if it doesn't work, then I have to change my plan and figure out another game and potentially try to work on that before I sleep, or tomorrow morning at the very least. So that's that for today. I'll stop here then. Thank you for watching, and I should be back tomorrow afternoon with another game that I will be able to stream for you guys. See you next time then. Bye bye.